Welcome back, everybody. Today we got some exciting news. Today was the Microsoft Build conference, and we got a lot of news coming with that today. So let's dive into it. By the way, Sam, that's not Sam sitting next to me in space. That's Solomon. He's Sam's older brother.
Yeah, we're going with that.
We're going with that today. All right, so let's jump into this. So today was the Microsoft Build conference. I talked yesterday about how we were going to have a bunch of these conferences this week. Yesterday, I forget, what did we have yesterday? Oh, that was the Microsoft Surface one. Yeah, so we've had a bunch of stuff. But basically, we got at least, I said 5 in the title, but we've got a bunch of really updates that we got today at Microsoft Build, but let's just jump into the first one. So if you don't know, Microsoft Build, it's one of Microsoft's many conferences they have throughout the year. Like we were saying, they had one yesterday. That was just the Surface one. But all right, so let's dive into it. Here we go. All right, so Microsoft Copilot expands with anonymous agents and adds AI to your Windows clipboard. All right, I'm a big fan of the clipboard. I've talked about how I love copy and paste before, so this is cool, right? I don't really know who doesn't love copy and paste? Let me just put it that way. But I don't really know how you can expand the clipboard much with AI, but that's what we're diving into here. So, Microsoft says Copilot AI agents can soon be used as something like virtual employees that businesses can use for menial tasks, like monitoring emails, carrying out a series of automated tasks, helping with employee onboarding, or doing data entry, all without being prompted to do so. The company says that the new Copilot abilities won't take over jobs, just the boring parts. Isn't data entry a whole job description for some people? Yes, it is, but forget about that. It's not going to take over jobs. Well, I mean, that's what they say, but obviously they want you to think that they won't. I am not saying it's going to, but a little bias there. Let's just put it that way.
Probably going to.
Yeah, possibly. Definitely some jobs. I don't think, data entry
right,
where
you won't take away any jobs, only the boring jobs.
Exactly. Just the ones people don't like doing. So you can get in and you can do the more creative jobs that hopefully pay the same or more. But possibly not. So, all right, so not just that, Microsoft is also going mini multimodal. We kind of talked about this, that Google was doing this recently too with, I think they called it Gemini Mini, but Microsoft's doing the same thing. They rolled out Phi 3 Vision. I think that's how you say Phi, I don't know. I'm trying here. A new version of the Phi 3 AI model it announced in April. It's multimodal, meaning that it can read text, look at pictures, and talk just like your normal ChatGPT. But it's a small language model that's compact enough to work on mobile devices. Like it could run directly on the device and not have to be over in California on your cloud computers. No, it would be right on your device, which is awesome, right? It might not run as fast, but definitely a lot more cost efficient. That's for sure. So all right, that's cool. Microsoft Edge can also translate YouTube videos while you're watching them. That's awesome. Google has been working a lot on this stuff, right? Google, YouTube, Google Gemini, so they've really been partnering up here. But Microsoft's like, hey, we know YouTube's very popular. YouTube has a lot of educational content. AI combining with that stuff is awesome, but they don't own YouTube, so it's a little harder. But yeah, so the Microsoft Edge browser is getting an AI-powered real-time video translation feature that can dub videos from sites like YouTube, LinkedIn, and many other video sites. The feature works with a handful of languages, offering translation from Spanish to English or vice versa. Basically, a video could be made in English, like the one you're watching right now. I am speaking English, not Spanish, not any other language, but you might not speak English. Now, with AI in Microsoft Edge, if you open up this video in Microsoft Edge soon, I don't think it's out today. Yeah, it's coming soon, it says here. But you could automatically dub the whole thing with AI instantly real time, which is awesome because it makes our videos being able to be watched by anyone in the world, not just people that speak English, which is great not just for the world but also for us, because a lot of people know in the content creation space, if your content can be, understood by any language, it makes it a lot more popular. Just because there's only like, I don't know how many English speakers. There's a lot, but there's more that are not. So, all right. Continuing, Solomon, you
Yeah.
you know any other languages?
I'm taking Spanish,
How good are you?
but not very good at it. My teacher's there half of the days of the year.
Gotcha. I'm taking Spanish next year. I take French this year, so maybe I'll need you to tutor me.
Why are you dropping French?
I'm not purposely. It's just that's how the courses fall.
I
All
see.
right. So custom emojis for Microsoft Teams is coming. Microsoft Teams said that it will be adding the ability to add your own emojis to Microsoft's Slack competitor, aka Teams. Like in Slack, admins can limit who is allowed to add emojis, and they won't be visible outside of your organization's domain. So basically, if you add an emoji, right, or an admin allows you to add an emoji, anyone in your organization can now use that emoji, right, in your company, in your school, but anyone outside cannot. I think that's cool. Not really an AI feature, but cool feature. All right, so here's a little Snapdragon PC, a little mini PC that Microsoft announced today in partnership with Qualcomm. Okay, I believe this is going to be, not an AI PC per se. I don't think it's one of their Copilot Plus PCs, but it will be optimized, right? All PCs coming out, especially by Qualcomm, are going to have some type of AI optimization. It's going to be... Go ahead.
How big is that?
I don't know.
There's not like a frame of reference in the picture.
Yeah, I know. That's a little difficult there. I don't know. I would assume small. I mean, Qualcomm is known for making those little mini PCs. It's roughly Mac mini sized, which is actually pretty big. Yeah, it's bigger than it probably looks.
Maybe there's a reason they didn't put something.
Yeah, maybe there is a reason. I mean, for $899, it's gotta be a pretty good PC here. They say it's a dev kit. For Windows. Oh, okay. So it's more of a dev kit PC, which is just, to test software and I guess AI too.
Yeah.
Instead of, really a consumer PC like one I would be using or you would be using. But seems pretty cool if you're into I know a lot of our viewers are into custom little AI projects. They like to run software. I know in the Kidoyo dark mode community, one of the student mentors, it was doing a project that would probably be perfect to run on one of these devices. They've been talking about that in there. I guess I'll do a little advertisement here. We got a link in the description. If you click it, it's a Kidoyo link. You will get. You can sign up for the Kidoyo Passport there. Kidoyo is a great place to learn how to code. If you want to learn a new language, you want to learn your first coding language, they have real life, not AI, mentors in there, human beings. I am one of them, that can help you along with your journey. It's I believe $95 for the first year, but by using our link in the description, you will get some free mentor tokens, which is like stuff you use to complete challenges or complete assignments. So, yeah, pretty awesome. You can read about it more in the description. Figured I'd throw that in there since we were talking about Kidoyo to give it some context. All right, I think we're gonna wrap it. We got a few. I think we got two more of these announcements here. Microsoft File Explorer as a Git repository. This is pretty cool. I was just talking to Solomon earlier about GitHub. He didn't know about it, but yeah. So
I'm not very involved in that community.
Yeah, but you are. I mean, you are a big
I am a
coder. We're gonna get into that later. You got an announcement to share with everyone. We'll get into that. But yeah, so you'll be able to use Microsoft's File Explorer to keep track of your coding project soon, as it's integrating Git into into the file system browser. The company says developers will be able to keep track of file status, commit messages, and their current branch from within File Explorer. Also, the new app supports 7-zip and tar compression natively. Just a more powerful File Explorer, and having Git in there to be able to track new commits and all different updates to files is really awesome. Just really for anyone, right? Even if you're a writer, right? Say you write books, write movies, right? And you want to track the updates of your text files. If you're a coder, obviously get meant for coding, but yeah, and it really works for anything, so great that they're adding that in there. And finally, Windows adds AI-powered clipboard features in Power Toys. That's what I was talking about earlier. So, so basically, Microsoft's new advanced paste feature is available now as part of the Power Tools suite for Windows 11, giving you the ability to convert the contents of your clipboard as you go. You'll be able to trigger advanced paste menu by pressing Windows key Shift V, and from there, convert your paste to formats like plain text, Markdown, or JSON using further keyboard shortcuts. All right, pretty awesome. I have Power Tools installed right now, but I don't know if it's updated. I don't know if I got like automatic updates. If I'm checking right now if I have this feature, but I don't think so.
It's Windows key Shift V.
Windows key Shift V. All right. Oh, an update is ready to install. All right, I'm installing it now. Maybe I'll get it installed. Hopefully it finishes by the end of today's episode. Hopefully I won't have to restart my computer or anything. But all right, it's going. I'll keep you updated on that. Let's roll that intro. We got a lot more tech news coming in today's episode, so stay tuned. All right, so let's get into today's tech history. Oh no, when Sam's not here, and then I have to find the tech history. Sometimes I do a really bad job. But I'm gonna see if I can do it. Okay. I think we. Okay, here we go. I did it. I got it. First try. On this day, May 21st, 1952, IBM announced its first electronic computer, the Model 701. A lot of you guys might not even know what IBM is, but IBM was one of the original PC manufacturers, right? If back in, really 1990, if you wanted a PC, right, any home computer, you would go to two places, Apple or IBM. Those were the two big computer companies. And really, IBM shaped what our computers are like today. They weren't even popular that long ago. I mean, really, the 1980s, 1990s were their time, and then they started to die off in the early 2000s. They're still around. They're still a company. They're still a very big company, but they do different things than they used to. But yeah, so basically, if this didn't happen in 1952, on this day, they released this first computer. If that didn't happen, PCs would most likely not be like we know them today. So, cool to see. All right, I got it downloaded here. The update. I want to see if I can get it working. The name of the feature, I got to enable it before it actually goes, but does anyone remember the name of the feature? I gotta look this up now. But all right, I'm gonna.
It was the advanced paste.
Oh yeah, advanced paste. All right, thank you. I'll get it going. But let's get our next topic up. A lot of the news was hard to find today because everyone just wants to talk about the new Microsoft stuff. That's what happens a lot when there's like a big tech event. That's all people are talking about for a while. But all right, so there was some Nintendo news. Maybe we'll get into that later. But yeah, so here's another AI one. I try to stay off of AI as subtopics if it's like the main topic, but I think we're gonna have to for today because that's all the news sector wants to talk about. But Pixels 8, once exclusive AI photo editing tools, started rolling out to older phones. So when this is a thing Google does a lot. When they release their new Pixel phones, right, they put all these awesome AI features in there. Their Magic Eraser was a big one big one that they were pitching for a while. But now, Magic Editor features. One of them was the Magic Eraser. That really was a Pixel 8 only exclusive feature. It was great if you had the Pixel 8, but if you had the Pixel 7, nope. boring old phone, no AI, but they started now bringing them to the older phones, but you do need the $9.99 a month Google One subscription. So if you're on the Pixel 8, it's free. If you're on the Pixel 7 or older, you will need the subscription. I think even some of them don't work. I think I think it's probably only the 7 and the 6 that get it now. But I've mentioned this before. I said how this was a very strange thing, that like the Pixel 8's selling point was software related, not hardware related, and that's a very strange thing to do, because you can bring the software to the Pixel 7, but you're just purposely not, which was, just weird that this is why they were saying the phone was so great, something on the software end, not the hardware end. And this really goes to show and prove that point, that now, if you had bought the Pixel 8 just for these photos and for this editing feature, well, that's kind of useless, kind of a waste of money, because now you can do it on the old Pixel 7. So
yeah, but at least they wouldn't have to pay like $10 like a month, I'm guessing.
You're right. Yeah, it is $10 a month. You're right. I mean, it's a long-term investment. I wonder, someone can calculate how long, it would take to break even or, make money off that idea. By, I don't know how expensive Pixel 8s are, but, you could do the math there. I was also going to say, the other thing is, like, maybe you didn't have a Pixel 7 before, you're coming from, like, another Android phone or an iPhone, and you want these features, you have to go to a Pixel anyway. You might as well go to the best one. So I mean, just a little strange, but strange but makes sense all at the same time. Alright, I'm going to check back in on my advanced paste feature. Let's see, so we got Power Tools Run. I'm going to the P section. Peak. Paste as plain text. No, it's not in there. Maybe I'll go to General, and maybe it will tell me where I can get it. Documentation on Microsoft Learn. I'm trying to find where the newest ones are, but Advanced Paste. All right, Advanced Paste. And then enabling, to start using Advanced Paste, enable it in the Power Tools settings. All right, I'm going to try to get this. Oh, okay. I think I found it. Enabled modules. And let's scroll down. They talk about it, but I can't find where it is for me, which is a little...
It did say coming soon.
No, they had said it was out today.
Oh, which one was coming soon? Was that the other one?
It could have been, yeah. I'm doing the keyboard shortcut. Yeah, I can't get it. I'll show you on the screen here. This is the article all about it. Advanced Paste is an AI-enabled tool that lets you paste text from your keyboard into any format needed. Yeah, it says enable it in the Power Tool settings. I go to the Power Tool settings. Oh, wait. Toys. Sorry, I keep saying tools. Always on top, awake. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it in here today. I'll get it ready for tomorrow, and then I'll talk about it tomorrow. Yeah, see, new utility. It's even in the app itself to convert your thanks for the core functionality. Yeah, it's probably just hidden in another one. Like maybe keyboard manager, no. Mouse utilities, no.
Oh, wait, what did you press to do? Did you do Windows key Shift V?
Well, I have to enable it before I can actually use it, and that's what I can't find. But I'll find it.
It's not very user friendly.
Yeah, Power Toys is like, it's Windows it's officially made by Microsoft, but it's like all the not ready to go to development or to directly into Windows 11 yet. So
it's basically like their beta thing.
It's like almost a beta there. All right, so there you go. I'll get all ready for tomorrow, and I'll tell you guys all about it tomorrow. But in the meantime, let's move on to not tomorrow's topic, the next topic. All right, so I think we were gonna see. Oh, I was scrolling through our topics list. I have more stuff on the AI-powered copy and paste, but let's move past that. We've already talked about that. All right. Oh, okay. So this is a little continuation onto the big Microsoft build, but we didn't talk about this. Sam Altman, Silicon Valley's golden boy right now, appeared at the Microsoft Build conference. If you didn't know who Sam Altman is, he's the CEO of OpenAI, maker of ChatGPT and DALL-E and Sora and all those awesome AI programs. He's a celebrity in Silicon Valley and really in the whole tech world. And yeah, he appeared on stage at Microsoft's big conference today, Microsoft Build, to mainly talk about supercomputer plans, which, that's almost like a buzzword, supercomputer, quantum computer. I've never seen one of these. It's kind of like out in the future, but apparently they got plans for it, and Sam Altman was there to talk about it. I'm going to find the link to this conference so that you guys can watch the whole thing and go in depth, because here at TSARP, we try to simplify all the news to people that might not want to sit through the whole thing, but I know that there will be people that do want to sit through the whole thing, so I'm gonna get that link for you guys. You guys can watch the whole thing. I think it's gonna be multiple days too. Today was just day one, so we're gonna be talking more about this stuff tomorrow. But all right, I got the link. They're live right now. So don't leave us yet. We still got more of an episode here, but after we're done, go over and check it out. All right, so let's see. Maybe I gotta diversify my news here. Maybe I can't just be on The Verge. Maybe I gotta go over to TechCrunch. All right, so yeah, let's see. They got more stuff over here on TechCrunch. Apparently, getting Uber rides in Minnesota comes with a cost. This sounds like a very, very not important topic to anyone that doesn't live in Minnesota, but we'll go with it. Uber and Lyft drivers in Minnesota will see higher pay thanks to a deal between the state and the country's two largest ride-hailing companies. The upshot, a new law that gives some protections to drivers while placing limits on state government. The bill, which was supported publicly and is expected to be signed, basically says that the drivers will be entitled to earn at least $1.28 more. $8.28 per mile and 31 cents per minute. Those rates are somewhat in line with what a state study on driver compensation recommended. Basically, if you're an Uber and Lyft driver in Minnesota, this directly affects you, right? It also affects the consumer, because the consumers are probably going to be paying more for these Uber and Lyft rides. So good for the drivers, maybe not great for the consumers, but I know we're talking about Minnesota here, where not most people listening don't live, and probably don't care about. This will affect, probably at one point, all of you listening, because a lot of this stuff starts to catch on, and it spreads from one state to other states, and then once it takes over the country, then spreads. And I think this is a good thing, right? I mean, Uber and Lyft drivers.
It's always good when workers get paid more for their work.
Yeah, and I don't think this is directly going to be affecting consumers yet, okay? I think this comes more out of Uber's share of the money, which is great for now. But knowing Uber and Lyft, these companies, they might eventually, not yet, but maybe in a year, they'll start to take even more. They will getting Ubers will probably cost more in like a year, and they'll be like, oh no, it's just inflation, totally not that we have to pay our drivers more now. But yeah, so we'll see.
It's probably because a couple years ago, it was seen as like a side hustle or like a side job just to make like some quick change. But now people's entire jobs and careers are built around Uber and Lyft.
Yeah, and they need to be making more if they want to make it sustainable, which makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I think definitely overall this is a great thing. I think it would be even better if it doesn't affect the consumer and then the drivers get paid more and it comes out of Uber and Lyft, which bring in a lot of money, and it would be great if it would be coming out of their pockets and not
but
ours.
Then Uber and Lyft would just raise the prices.
I know, I'm saying I wish they didn't, then go do that. But we all know eventually they're gonna go do that. So, all right, that's the topic. Let's get on to the next one. We already had a lot of news for today, so it makes sense if we don't have a bunch of subtopics, because our main topic was pretty big. But yeah, all right, I scroll right through our topics, and it's like, oh, here's one, like, little tiny tech topic probably no one cares about. Oh wait, there's Microsoft. All right, here's another one. Not a lot of people are gonna. Oh, there's Microsoft. It's just every other one. Actually, here's a little subtopic, a TSARP original subtopic. Here you go. We had talked a little bit ago about Twitter's new AI feature built in. This is what I like to call integrated AI or applied AI, which basically means AI that isn't just a chatbot sitting there for you to chat to it. AI that is really built into the program, integrated in to make it nice and a smooth process. I don't think I came up with that term. I came up with it for myself, though. Someone might have come up with it before me, but I just thought of it. Anyway, so basically what this thing is when you go to search, you get all these nice little news topics. And when you go to the For You, right, I can choose this one. This is about AI and all different stuff. Basically, this right here, this data, what it's talking about, is all a summary of other Twitter posts that people have been posting all day, maybe for a few days. That is an AI summary of posts on Twitter or X, and Grok, Twitter's AI, has now summarized all those and turned it into a nice little quick tech topic. So, for example, this is on a startup called Scale AI, and it basically goes into detail saying that they secured $1 billion in Series F funding. Great for them. I don't know a lot about them, so we're not going to get into it. But that is this feature. We talked about it a little while ago, but it hadn't actually come out yet, so it's great to see it actually working. And I think it's awesome. I think this is amazing, right? Because this is something I was interested in. Say this AI
and we were kind of talking about this before we started, about how Google now has the same thing like Chrome. When you search something, it gives you now a little, I don't know the name of their AI, but gives you a little summary of the answer to whatever you search.
Yes, and I think that is basically great to compare with this. They are very similar, just that one is for Google. I think they call it just Google AI Overview, and this one is for Twitter, but they're very similar. For example, why this is so great, right? For Google's, what's so great about it is it appears right at the top, and it gives you all the information you need really quickly without having to go to the links. Basically, this is the same thing here, where if you're scrolling on Twitter and you see one post, and you scroll down and you're like, okay, here we go. Here's a lengthy post. It says big news. They closed a 3 million seed round led by, and it gives a lot of details. Maybe not everything you need. Maybe not even all the details you want, right? Great. Now you have to find another post to get more of the details. No. This AI took all of the posts, summarized them all up, made sure to include the best details, made sure to cross-reference the post to make sure it wasn't putting any, falsified news or mistakes in there, right? It took all the posts, made sure it was consistent among all of them, and then boom, put it together. And this is all AI, all automated, and there are I'm just scrolling. All of these are AI topics, AI news. TSARP hasn't incorporated any of these into our topics yet, just because you could have just gone to Twitter to find them. And they're already summaries, right? We like to take big articles from other places and summarize those. It's kind of hard to, make original content that is already a summary. But I think maybe we design a program that more fits our audience that kind of does the same thing. Maybe not with Twitter posts, but with Google or something. So I think that's what is awesome about this feature. But and I'll be using it personally, and maybe we'll be able to source from here, maybe not take directly from the summary, but get ideas from here. So I can't wait to use it, not just as a consumer, but on TSARP, being able to get the best news for you guys. So all right, I think that about does it for today's episode. Thank you. Oh wait, no, we got one more. I can't believe, how did I forget about this, Solomon? I almost didn't get to your topic. Oh, all right, so let's It was close. I almost forgot. All right, so let's get into it. So, Solomon, we were talking about Kidoyo earlier. Kidoyo hosts hackathons, right? They're a big nonprofit that does coding, all different coding programs. One of the things they do, though, are these hackathons called Code Conquests. Our school district, Hauppauge, it competes in all the divisions for elementary, middle school, and high school. We compete in all of them, and Solomon here just got on the team for the high school division for Hauppauge. So I'm excited to see what you do. TSARP, the reason this is also TSARP news is because TSARP will be live streaming the whole event. Actually, no, I take that back. We are going to be in the event, be live streaming the event, not on the TSARP channel, though. It's going to be on another YouTube channel. Maybe we'll link to that, too. We're doing that, and then for the hackathon that comes after Solomon's, that one will be hosted on the TSARP channel, just not Solomon's. So,
you gonna interview me when we're there?
Yeah, I don't know the arrangements yet. We're still figuring it out. We're collaborating with that school district, so I'm gonna have to see who we can bring up, who's doing the interviews and stuff. But I will definitely try. All right, thank you, Solomon, for joining in. Anything you want to say about the hackathon before we sign off?
Not really. It's just a great thing. It's free for everybody, for all the kids who want to do it.
School district pays for it.
And it's a cool way to get to meet new people and talk about coding.
Yep. All right, so guys, if you think this sounds cool, you can go check it out on ccedu.oyoclass.com. Maybe you can get your school district in doing them too. Even, you can go campaign and talk to your principal, talk to your superintendent if your school district doesn't do it and you want to do it. So there you go. All right, thank you all for watching. Thank you, Solomon, for joining us for today's episode. And we'll see you all back here tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.